and that we could truly be able to really inherit your kind of heart, Heavenly Parent. Father, Heavenly Parent, we are deeply grateful for all this opportunity that we could learn from one another, we could grow our spiritual life with one another, Heavenly Parent, and that we could really be able to sustain truly your love, your words, and your actions to us, Heavenly Parent. Father, Heavenly Parent, thank you so
Aju, Aju. Thank you very much, our sister Shinmei Degan, for that opening prayer. And so, as we start our meeting for this evening, let us first express our thanks and our gratitude as we come together again as one family, as brothers and sisters, and let's express our gratitude, our vow to our Heavenly Parent and our true parents. 춘진 참부모님께 경배 바로. And let us also express our thanks in our gratitude and to show our beautiful smile and heart sign and thumbs up and smiley to everyone who are present with us this evening. And let's recognize our leaders, especially our Johnny Wand Chairman, Dr. and Mrs. Robert and Tita Tricia Kittle, who is now live joining us in this meeting. And of course, our regional president, President Masaichi Puri, and also with all our distinguished elders, leaders, and brothers and sisters all over Asia Pacific, and also all over the world. And now, to give us the welcoming remarks, let me invite our Southeast Asia Regional President, President Dr. Julius B. Malignem, and also our PR and General Affairs of our Southeast Asia, Dr. Julius B. Malignem, for the welcoming remarks. Let's put our hands to welcome our Dr. Julius B. Malignem.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dr. Jimmy Vergara. Again, Monday, beautiful greetings to all our leaders who are here, especially Dr. Robert Kittle. I think he's still in Las Vegas or somewhere in USA. Mrs. Kittle, our Choni Won chair couple. Of course, President Hori, our regional president in Heavenly Asia Pacific, still in the Philippines. And yeah, hopefully he will be catching up with our meeting today. And of course, to all the sub-regional directors, Vice President Ronnie also, and all the national leaders who are here joining us, blessed families, CheonBo victors, challengers, my dear brothers and sisters. So a very happy Monday meeting once again. So today actually is very important time because, as you know, many things are going on, and we are now in the final stage of the preparation, both internally and externally, for the victory of the entrance ceremony in the Chonil Sanctum in Cheonwon-gung. So in this meeting, I would like to share a bit, just very short guidance related to the current providence where we are in now. So I hope it's okay. Share this. Okay, so my dear brothers and sisters, this question comes to us. Actually, it's a question that comes from the divine principle. How does God carry out his work of resurrecting or recreating us? And then now, based on the current providence, it looks like how Heavenly Parent can resurrect us or recreate us has been accelerated, or we can say like upgraded to a new level. Of course, because of the era of the Cheonshimwon, through the grace of Cheonshimwon, we can expand and increase, the grace that we can receive, especially now that we are living in the era of our true parents' direct dominion. And with our true mother as the substantial Holy Spirit directly guiding us in this work of resurrection. So that's why we are grateful to our beloved True Mother, when True Mother started the Chonshimon Providence, it's like, true parents have opened the era of great resurrection with the truth and the divine spirit. So that's why, brothers and sisters, when we think of recreating ourselves, when we think of how we can resurrect ourselves, we have Chonshimon, the devotion that we offer during, vigil prayers. And then not only that, already our beloved true parents have given us the CheonBo providence, the CheonBo works, the grace of the CheonBo works. So that's why last Monday I shared about this upcoming event that will take place in Antipolo City in the Philippines this coming December 20 and 21. And this is not only an event, a CheonBo event in the Philippines. This is our regional offering together, the last CheonBo event that will take place in our region. So that's why this is, like Heavenly Asia Pacific together offering this kind of CheonBo providence or CheonBo works, so that all our members in Asia Pacific can receive the grace and then purify ourselves so that we will be ready to welcome the new year 2025, that historic year when we will finally open the Chonwon Go. So why is it important to register for a Chonbo workshop? Because as you know, our goal is 6,000. 6,000, 2,000 online. So it's not easy, 4,000 on site. We practically are only, doing this invitation and inviting our members only like 1 month, in a period of 1 month. So this itself is actually a miracle if we can accomplish it. And we can accomplish it together. That's why, with the presence of all our leaders here, with the presence of all our CheonBo victors, blessed families who are with us, this is not only an event that we need to attend, to purify ourselves, or to purify our members can receive the grace of purification, but this is more of a regional condition to support our beloved True Mother. So why is it important to register for a CheonBo workshop? When we register for a CheonBo workshop, whether it's the Great Works or all the CheonBo events that are taking place, in fact, our CheonBo brands in Asia Pacific is one of the most active CheonBo brands in terms of conducting CheonBo events. Do you know that? From January to December, we have a lot. Even like in 1 month, we are having, simultaneous, even we are doing in several countries at the same time. So that is how, how our CheonBo brands has been very active. Of course, with the leadership of Dr. Incheon Kim and also President Hori. So when we register for a CheonBo workshop and attend it, you will receive like spiritual water in order to, shower and cleanse our spiritual body. Related to this, there is actually a story. This was first shared by President Hori one time, I think maybe 2 years ago. And then the story of this man, his name is Amo Haji. And he is known as the world's dirtiest man. I don't know if that is a very good accolade, like world's dirtiest man. But then, in this story, actually, because for years and years, decades, he don't want to take a bath. But there was a time when the villagers saw him and then they forced him to take a bath. And you know what happened? You know what happened after that? Few days after his first shower, he died. He died. Looks like a joke, but actually this really happened. It's reported in New York Post. So that means, brothers and sisters, when we think of cleansing ourselves, it's not enough to do it one time. That's why even True Mother is telling us we have to attend the Great Works 4 times in 1 year. We cannot say, oh, I already attended last Great Works. We have to do every opportunity to cleanse ourselves spiritually. We have to catch that opportunity, that blessing. So again, this will happen this coming December 2021 altogether. Especially, there are countries wherein we cannot hold CheonBo great work, CheonBo works. So that's why please invite as many, not only your family, but we are inviting all, even your tribe. As CheonBo, we need to think, how can my members, HTM members, receive the grace also of the CheonBo? So let me go back to this question. How does God carry out his work of resurrecting or recreating us? There is one passage in the divine principle in the chapter 5 resurrection. By believing and serving in the Lord and devoting themselves to his work, people of this era are to be fully resurrected, both spiritually and physically, become divine spirits, and live in the kingdom of heaven on earth. When they shed their physical bodies as spirits, they will enter and abide in the kingdom of heaven, in heaven, which is the divine spirit level of the spirit world. Let us, one by one, check what was mentioned here. Number one, believing and serving the Lord. Second, devoting themselves to his work. Third, be fully resurrected, both spiritually and physically, and then become divine spirits. Number four, live in the kingdom of heaven on the earth. And then number five, enter and abide in the kingdom of heaven in heaven. Actually, I shared this in one sermon during Sunday service long time ago. But just to summarize about these 5 points mentioning about how does God carry out resurrection. So when we talk about believing in and serving the Lord, it is our attendance to our heavenly parents, attendance to our true parents. And then one time President Hori emphasized attendance means not only as because of duty, because that is servant's mentality. Attendance is based on our hyojong, because heavenly parents is our real parents, our true parents. So that's why that attendance centering on our hyojong. Number two, devote ourselves to his work. That means all of us, we have to participate in the providence, in the current providence. What is True Mother's focus this time? If Mother is now devoting everything to prepare everything for the entrance ceremony in the Chonil Sanctum in Cheonwon, then all of us need to focus on that direction to participate in the current providence. Number three, physical and spiritual resurrection. That means complete salvation. And this is actually the work of CheonBos. When we, liberate and bless our ancestors, that is actually more of, the spiritual salvation. And then when we bless, couples, and then let them receive the blessing, when we bless 430 couples, this is opening the way for them to receive physical salvation. So this is actually the way and the works of our CheonBos. Number four, our goal is to become divine spirit. Our goal is to how we can, all of us can become divine sons and daughters of our heavenly parents. And number five, to realize kingdom of heaven on the earth and in heaven. This is substantial, the settlement of substantial Chonilguk. And this is what True Mother is doing. The entrance ceremony is just the beginning of that substantial Chonilguk on the earth. So my dear brothers and sisters, how do we participate in the current providence? Let's go back. 2013, Foundation Day. January 13, 2013. And in 2020, again, the firm establishment of Chonilguk. True Mother proclaimed the victory of Vision 2020 after 7-year course. And then Mother proclaimed the next 7-year course until 2027. So last year, we have the dedication ceremony of the Cheonwon. And then Mother said 2027 is still far, so we have to quickly do. We cannot let heavenly parents wait any longer. So Mother proclaimed Vision 2025. April 13, 2025 will be the entrance ceremony in the Chonil Sanctum in Cheonwon. So that is why we should not miss this opportunity. Mother said, you cannot let time pass by. This is your last chance. At this final moment, you need to drop all your ideals and thoughts and become pure white and pure gold, and stand in that eternal position where you receive the light through the three parents. So as we have this Monday CheonBo Club meeting, again, our countdown. Before April 13, we only have 138 days more to go. These are very precious days given to us. What we can do, what we can offer, both internally and externally. So, brothers and sisters, let's do our best as CheonBos. Let us truly become treasures of heaven, whom Heavenly Parent and true parents can be proud of. Aju, so thank you very much. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much to our Dr. Julius Baligdem again for the very precious words and guidance. And always we appreciate your messages every Monday because this always been giving us the direction and the guidance on what we have to achieve and to do for not only today but also as we look forward for 2025. So with that, then let's say thank you again to our Dr. Julius P. Malikdem for the very warm welcome remarks. Thank you so much for your remarks. And now let us invite our Chon Iwon chairman, direct in Las Vegas now. I know our time difference is totally different because we are now at almost like 7:30 p.m., but now different time zone. So without further ado, let us welcome Dr. Robert and of course our Tita Tricia Quito, who is also in the Philippines, to give their opening message in this meeting. Let's welcome our Choniwon couple, Dr. Robert and Tita Tricia.
Thank you, Jaime, and thank you, Julius, for that report and encouragement and kind of clear focus that we need reminding of constantly. Thank you. I'm actually in Chicago because the event in Las Vegas included, so I'm going to spend a few days here and then go to Santa Fe, visit our second daughter, and then come back. Let me read the report and then show you some of the photographs of really an amazing event that we had here, the World Christian Leadership Conference, WCLC program, and many other branch conference programs that participated. I'll just read it quickly and then show. Thank you, Dr. Kim, Dr. Kian Kim, who is the Cheniwan Chair for the North America, for the invitation to attend the WCLC program in Las Vegas, November 19 to 21, and it extended another 2 days if they did the tour. 8 delegates from the Asia Pacific region had life-changing experiences attending this 3-day convocation. There were several reasons for this. First, they could feel more connected to God and to parents. The testimonies from various speakers were very encouraging, especially important. The content of their presentation allowed us to answer long-held questions and clear away spiritual roadblocks. One question that came up when True Father was referred to as the only begotten Son. Based on True Mother's insight, we could reassure participants that Jesus was the only begotten Son, and that True Father inherited this foundation from Jesus. The second question that came up was regarding the marriage supper of the Lamb, whether it was literal or symbolic. In our discussion group, we could explain that some verses in the Bible have literal meanings and some symbolic meanings, and some have both. For example, Jesus said he was the vine and we are the branches. This is symbolic. At the same time, it was literal. Jesus is a literal man, and so are we. The marriage supper of the Lamb has both literal and symbolic meanings. The second tremendous value of this convocation was building personal relationships among the participants from the Asia Pacific region. We sat together during the presentations and at meal times. While sharing our heart and experiences helped us become closer. We are a big region, and getting together like this is not practical. This program helped us become a close-knit family. Third, this program provided a very clear vision and a hopeful future. For example, Leilani Tamati from Samoa was very impressed by the presentations of the three women on the final day of the program. They promoted the True Family Values Ministry. Leilani wanted to bring this to her island nation of Samoa. Fourth, the young people, especially Shinhunim, the grandson of true parents, brought a refreshing spirit of youthful vitality. Everyone, excuse me, excuse me, everyone was deeply touched by their pure dedication and unreserved passion. It was contagious. I was standing next to T.L. Barrett during one of the songs at the opening session, and he was in ecstasy, smiling ear to ear. He, of course, is very musical, and his gaze was fixed on True Mother's grandson. Here are some of the reflections. Margaret Sissinger from Palau, who was very close to Pastor Mino, wrote this because they were communicating. Pastor Mino is on cloud nine. Lots of photographs coming, especially saying that he took photographs with True Father and True Mother's grandson. Thank you all for your spiritual guidance. On the third night, actually, Pastor Mino and Shinhanim just sat together and talked together. Looked like one-on-one personally up until 1 a.m. in the morning. Steve Kahn from Australia. Today is a very special day learning about the experience of the speakers, especially the last presentation of Reverend Damien Dunkley. Was so true and real. The way he shared his daughter's experience touched my heart. We are still on earth. We should do our best to spread peace and love among our fellow human beings who are our neighbors. And Lilani Tamati, the first and important thing of all is how wonderful it is to see everyone. They are more beautiful people in person than the ordinary Zoom call. Secondly, I would like to reflect on the impact of the slogan, "Peace starts with me." When hearing and seeing the presentations that were made regarding everyone's light and purpose, it dawned on me that I need to be the light of the world. More and more, the flame of love will grow through the world to spread the love of Jesus Christ. This is the same love that our Heavenly Parent wishes to share with everyone in the world, and the same love that our true parents have vowed to send throughout the world. My heart goes out to True Mother, who must carry this labor squarely on her shoulder, for she is the chosen, only begotten daughter of our Heavenly Parent. Like that. Let me share also, President Week. I'm with Jeffrey Fires from New Zealand. We shared the same room, and we called President Hori to give verbal reports, and then President Hori reflected later. Congratulations on a great victory in the United States. I see Shinhunim was there. Shinhunim was there. It sounds like an amazing providential event worth getting very excited about, and I was very sorry I could not make it. The sound on the phone was broken and hard to hear, but I could hear the very positive spiritual vibes from your two energetic voices. It seems that not only the ministers individually, but also the successive Christians in the background are doubling their joy by benefiting from the Holy Spirit that they have been waiting for 2,000 years. We have he said it was not a mistake to invest. I think it was very beneficial, not only for the PCLC executive comm, but also for the leaders. And I would double down on that and say it was tremendously, tremendously useful. Let me now just share with you some of the brief photos. I hope I have the chance. I do. And here we are. And share. And launch that. Okay. And close that and move that down. Okay. This is the IPEC Center. It's a very beautiful building, a conferencing center that has conference hall and also living facilities there. When you walk in, this is the staircase and the welcome banner that we saw when we came there. The banners that were set up included all of the CLCs, the ACLC, KCLC, PCLC, and coming up the BCLC, the Brazil Christian Leadership Conference. This is the program. These were some of the speakers. I think you know most of them that were there. This was given as a gift to the World Christian Leadership Conference from Samoa. It's a handmade, finely woven mat that's more like a wall hang than, carpet. It's not really a carpet, but a wall hang. And Dr. and Mrs. Kim were there to receive it, and Bismarck and Leilani Tamati were able to give it. Love God, love people, love the world. Uniting Christian churches of Samoa. So that's kind of like their mission is literally like Father, unite, the World HSA, Holy Spirit Association for the Unification of World Christianity. They also have that same heart and spirit. This is Shinhanim in front singing, and these are the Peace Start With Me choir that travel around. This is Steve Kahn from Australia. We met together. These are 40-day training participants. They're in a 40-day training program, this Chung Chimwan training, special training program, and they were able to sing songs. Again, you had Jinanim. He was he's extremely humble and a very passionate, strong, spirit-filled singer. The Koreans came and sang a song also. These were the Korean delegates that were there. This was our delegation. We were sitting together, and then Shin and them came up and let's take a photograph together. So we stood together to take a photograph. We went to visit a church visitation, the New Jerusalem Church. More singing. The Prophet Radebi from South Africa was there. More singing, and then Mark Abernathy brought up Shinanam. He calls him my grandson because True Mother called me her son. That makes him my grandson. And Rena was there from Pakistan. Her son was part of the training program that is going on in Las Vegas. This was our delegation again that came. You can see them all there with the leaders from the New Jerusalem Church. Hoover Dan. Bishop Kim said, when God rested on the seventh day, he came here to rest. People don't know that, but God rested here. It's so beautiful. So then Raniera from New Zealand was given an opening prayer on the second day. Bishop Kim spoke, and you can see in his presentation, he's acknowledging Father Edguy de Jesus, who is a newly appointed World Christian Leadership Conference, executive committee member. So that was nice to see that. This is the hall that we had with the delegation that was there. The Koreans gave their presentation of providential history. And John Jackson is the new chairman of the ACLC, the American Christian Leadership Conference. These were the three ladies. I didn't get a close-up of them, but that we're able to report. Again, our discussion group, we ate and sat together and listened all here. So we really became close-knit. 3 days together, sharing what we've experienced, our testimonies, questions. It was really an open forum that was very, very important and powerful at this time. This is the same group. Then special awards to Prophet Radebi and Mark and his wife Abernathy. Reflections from the Korean participants and from the Brazilian participants. And the Tamates gave a reflection of their experience on the closing day as well. So that's it. Thank you. Took a long time. I'll ask my wife to say a few words. Thank you.
Good evening. Good morning. Thank you very much. I want to greet President Wari and all leaders and all CheonBo victors, CheonBo challengers, and all brothers and sisters. And I look forward to today's presentation. And thank you very much. God bless you.
Let me just add one thing. Ayaka is giving a testimony this evening, and I lived with a missionary from Japan when we were in Pakistan, and their first daughter was named Ayaka. And in the Urdu language in Pakistan, Ayaka means sweet potato. So anyway, I look forward to the testimony. Thank you.
Thank you very much to the couple of our Choniwan, the chairman of our Heavenly Asia Pacific, again, for the very beautiful and amazing report. And we'd like also to extend our congratulations to the great success of the World WCLC that had happened in Las Vegas. Truly, again, is a very wonderful opportunity to gather all these religious leaders and the support for our beloved true parents. So once again, let us give and say thank you to our Dr. Robert and Tita Tricia Kito for that very wonderful words. and special message to each every one of us. So thank you. And now I think we are all set and ready to receive this special testimony and also the best practices of one of our young and very promising youth leader, not only I think in Antipolo, but all over the Philippines. So without further ado, I would like to invite our second generation, Miss Ayaka Tukuno, to give her testimony and also her experience. So let's welcome her with a big round of applause.
Yes, so good evening to our beloved leaders, President Masay Chihori, Dr. and Mrs. Kitel, Dr. Julius Malikdam, Sir L.A. Hadod, Mr. and Mrs. Jaime and Shirley Vergara, our CheonBo victors, CheonBo challengers of Asia Pacific, and to our dearest parents and dearest brothers and sisters joining us here on Zoom and Facebook Live. I am deeply humbled and truly honored to be here tonight to share Heavenly Parents' love and a part of my journey with all of you. So I have prepared a video testimony, and I hope that my testimony could bring joy and inspiration to all of us. Thank you so much. Good evening, Heavenly Parent and true parents, beloved leaders, to our dear parents, blessed children, brothers and sisters, good evening. Today, I am overwhelmed with gratitude for this opportunity to share my testimony. I hope that by sharing my journey or story, you can find inspiration and encouragement in your own paths in life. So, my testimony is entitled Finding My Identity and My Journey of Faith. Okay, so to begin with, I would like to introduce myself and my family. So my name is Ayaka Tukuno. I am a 22-year-old Filipino-Japanese second-generation blessed child, and I am now currently living in Antipolo City, Rizal in the Philippines. And as of now, I am currently taking my fourth year in BS Pharmacy at Our Lady of Fatima University at Antipolo. Currently, I am now the PBCD or the Philippine Blessed Children Department Membership Head and a Sunday school teacher for the junior high school in our HYS or Hope Youth Service during Sundays. And one of my favorite quote is, grow through what you go through. And also, I would like to introduce my family. So I am the only daughter of my hardworking parents, Shinichiro Tokuno and Marcus Tokuno, who were part of the 30,000 couples blessed in the year 1992. So they have been dedicated to their Tribal Messiah mission since the year 2013 and now still striving as the CheonBo challengers. I would also like to introduce my wonderful grandparents, the Sir Pido Sr. and Presentacion Parcon, who have been a big source of inspiration and support in my life. So they're also CheonBo victors and are continuously striving hard to contribute to the Providence. And here are some pictures from my parents and my grandparents' HTM mission in our province, in Burias Island, Masbate, and in other areas as well. Okay, so today I will be sharing my testimony about finding my identity as a blessed child. So growing up, I was raised in a Christian background and was familiar with Bible stories and the teachings of Jesus. So I grew up attending Mass and the Catholic Church, since during that time, we don't have any center in our area. But despite of that, we still practice true parents' traditions at home, and we always do hundoke and pray together every evening. So I even pray the rosary and At that time, I was quite a devoted Christian who attended all the important ceremonies in the church. And every summer vacation, my mother often brought me to her hometown in Burias Island, Masbate, where I helped with our Heavenly Travel Messiah mission. So through this, I also had a small background of what HTM is and how come my parents really worked hard for this, for Heavenly Parent and True Parents. So at that time, I was really curious on how my parents work for HTM. So these are some pictures together with our tribe during blessing and when we were mobilizing for events. And the first time that I met blessed children was during this Korean camp last 2012 when I was still 11 years old in IPLC. At that time, I was really amazed and moved that we just get along each other so easily for like around 2 weeks. We stayed in IPLC and I can feel so much happiness that it was like the first time I felt that I was accepted for who I am. Even at such a young age, I felt a bit um, different from other people in our school, within my friend group. So I feel like I was um, a bit weird, yeah, unique. But at this time, I really felt really happy being with blessed children, and this experience has really ignited a strong desire to really understand what it means to be a blessed child and to have a deeper understanding of who I truly am. And so everything changed when I moved to Antipolo City and met other second generation. So this was when I entered junior high school in Sunwa International Academy, and having second generation classmates was very new to me. I still remember the first day when I was so anxious. I memorized the Hajong Mengse until number 4, and because I thought that if I don't memorize it, they will be judging me, like an outsider. Oh my gosh, you don't know Hajong Mengse, you're not wearing white. Oh my gosh, that is not blessed child. So I was, so nervous in my first day. Oops. Yeah, but it was actually the opposite. Transferring here was the starting point where I felt God's love through my brothers and sisters. And I had a deeper understanding with divine principle and true parents. And I felt like I was a newly invited member of the movement. And starting when I was 14, I began to join national and international workshops, meeting blessed children from all over the Philippines, having a lot of friends, and also having the opportunity to go to Chompiong and attend workshops, and also in Thailand. So I was really inspired, and I really felt that I belong in this kind of big community. And one unforgettable moment was when we performed in Korea last 2016 during True Father's fourth Songwa anniversary. So the blessed children from the different places in the Philippines, we offered and prepared a traditional Filipino performance as an offering to True Mother. And it was a really wonderful experience dancing together with all my brothers and sisters. And I was deeply moved with this experience that we were able to dance for True Mother. Yes, and also, and just like our parents, we also developed a community where all blessed children could also feel the same love and belongingness that I felt when I transferred here. So these experiences motivated me to take on leadership roles. So by 16, I started to become a district representative and a department head. And by 20, I became the advisor of the Blessed Children Heads in Antipolo. So together we organize service projects, workshops, and other activities where we strengthen our relationship as brothers and sisters, building a community where everyone is feels joy and feels belongingness. And through this, we also develop the culture of living for the sake of others. So it was during this 4-year period that I found the place where my heart truly belonged. And it is one of the most, I could say, life-changing experiences that I had. I discovered what my identity is as a blessed child, what my purpose is, and most especially, I found a bigger family with a lot of siblings than I have ever experienced in my life as an only child. Yes, so it was really a big blessing for me. And as you can see, I find my fate as similar to this dandelion, where I am guided and nurtured by my parents. So through the years, I have grown a lot, and I also gained more understanding of through the divine principle and true parents' words. And my faith was also molded by our community. And so little by little, I tried to receive more responsibilities, more training, and time came when all of a sudden I just felt I was on my own. So like this dandelion where seeds start falling out and start drifting into the air. But yeah, however, those times were also one of the most challenging times in my life of faith. There were a lot of heartaches and pressure to the point where I asked myself, what am I even doing? How can I reach out to other BCs who are feeling left out? And why do blessed children need to carry so much pressure even in such, a young age where our parents live for mission? And at the time I was left in my house in our house alone with my spiritual child and my parents going to different places. I felt that everything I did was not enough for our community, and I am not worthy of being a leader. So these were my thoughts during those times. And it really pains my heart to see that blessed children are being pressured by their parents, having a lot of expectations on us, and some of them leaving the church. And this is just the reality. And at that time, I was too overwhelmed by these situations that are happening. And I also felt this pressure. In those times, I felt so lost, confused, and I have no direction in life. I was scared where this path might take me. I kept blaming myself for thinking this way, and I had so much internal struggle that at some point, I just feel so overwhelmed and I just wanted to give up. And I just wanted to quit. And then the pandemic came, and all of a sudden, we were all disconnected, and it was those times where I questioned my worth. I felt like I was very deep down, hiding from all the pressure of being who they expect me to be, what they expect me to become. And that was when we went back to our hometown in Bruce Island, Masbate. So it was supposed to be a 2-week vacation where my mother just suddenly told me, "Oh, we'll be going to Burias tomorrow. So pack your bags for 2 weeks." And yeah, we ended up staying there for 2 years. So in that place, there was No electricity, no Wi-Fi, no signal, no blessed children, no center. There was nothing. And not really nothing, but there were only like 7 or 10 households in our area. And at that point, my faith was really tested. I felt so far away from everyone. And at that time, my mother also started to construct a center for our tribe. Those times, I really struggled a lot. I didn't know what to do. And I began to pray intensely. I really prayed hard to Heavenly Parent and asked him, why am I here? Is this some sort of punishment for um complaining, having resentment on my parents? What can I do in this kind of place where I am far from our community? Can I really do something on my own? I cried and cried for many nights, and until, yeah, during those times, I found this book. So we bought this when I was 11 years old in CheonBo. And of course, I haven't read this book. Since there was no internet, I started to get curious of what this mission butterfly is. So this book was about missionaries sent to communist nations on their own without any family and friends, knowing that they were doing an underground mission for true parents. So at this time, this book really resonated my thoughts and emotions, and I felt that it was God telling me that I can also do something. And at the time, I told myself, since I couldn't join YLP, which I really wanted to, might as well make my own 1 year mission program. So without holding back, I just did the first thing that came into my mind. So despite the lack of resources, so I began organizing Sunday school sessions for our tribe's children in a small hut in Kubo. And sometimes we had activities near the seashore. Actually, I don't have any experience of being a Sunday school teacher prior to this things that we have done. So thanks to our experiences, my experiences in Antipolo, I was able to apply this in our tribe. And we also did fundraising for our Sunday school fund. So we made and sold bibingka, pande coco, and some seafood chicharon, and sold them house to house through hills and rice fields. So we went to all the people in our place. And we also formed this group called Berea's Youth for Peace together with my cousins and friends who were around my age. So this was a group that is like a youth group who plans for activities for youth around our age. And at the end of that year, together with Jessa and my cousins and my mother, we conducted a 3-day Pure Love camp. And we invited the participants from house to house since there was no internet. Yeah. And it was really amazing. And I felt so inspired. Yes. And in the next year, my cousins, together with my spiritual children and I, we started a free Tongil Mudo weekly training session for the youth in one barangay. So every week we travel for almost an hour by motorbike or a boat to go to this area. And for our promotion and 7-day workshop, the mayor also attended and visited us to give us support, which was really amazing. So through these trainings, two participants even advanced to compete in the national tournament, which was truly amazing. And I feel so proud for all the hard works of our kuyas and ates. Yes, so this is one of the he was one of the champions in the tournament. Jolan Francisco, if you're watching. Yes. And those years was truly a big turning point in my life. But to be honest, it was not pure happiness. I really, really cried a lot. It was really lonely at times because no one truly understood why I was doing all these kind of things. People were curious, why are you paid for doing this kind of stuff? Yeah, so it was just the first time I felt that I really wanted to do something without anyone telling me. Yeah, and through this experience, I felt that I really met Heavenly Parent through the people, through the downs when I feel lonely, when I feel alone, and when I found true happiness whenever I serve other people. And when the pandemic ended, I came back to Antipolo, and last February 2022, I decided, 2023, I decided to join the Philippine Blessed Children Department, where I serve as the membership head. So I really joined this because I had this goal to really strengthen the Blessed Children community in the Philippines by creating a artistic relationship within the Blessed Children heads and all the Blessed Children through our activities and home groups. And during this time, I'm really more determined to help our brothers and sisters revive our Blessed Children community because I've noticed that after the pandemic, a lot were having trouble spiritually, internally. Even I myself, I have experienced that. So I really wanted to um, give help and support to our blessed childrens around the Philippines. And during that summer, last June 26 to July 1, our family together with the staff from Albay visited Reyes Island again, and I was assigned to give lectures on pure love and leadership in 7 schools. So it was my first time giving lectures to students from different schools. And it was also a big breakthrough for me. My grandparents also sponsored some selected students to pursue college, raising them to become full-time members. And currently, my mother is now constructing a student center in Albay with the help of the leaders and my grandparents and relatives, which is truly inspiring and amazing. And really, I'm deeply grateful for all the hard works, especially to my mother who have stayed there. Um, Even though it was really hot, she was there to supervise all the workers. Really, I could feel how much strong a mother is. Yes, so I feel so much inspired. That is why, yeah, I'm also inspired to always keep doing my best here. Yeah, and at this time, I'm also grateful for this another amazing opportunity to also become the Sangguniang Kabataan Chairman of Barangay San Ramon in last December 2023 in Burias Island. So last time I decided to run in this position because I really felt that our community really doesn't only need, internal, yes, it needs internal revival, but I could also see how much externally we also need to support our brothers and sisters and create a community where externally and internally we can also show um build chunugu, yeah, like an ideal community. So that was what I wanted to have in mind. And but it wasn't easy since our place was a rural area. Sometimes there was no electricity, so we started to have projects such as solar street lights, waiting sheds, sports event, and distribution of hygiene kits with the budget that we have. Yes, so these were some pictures, and this was yet another breakthrough, but at the same time, there were a lot of challenges that followed. I saw the reality of politics, which was a bit shocking and disappointing. I saw how a lot of people struggle to attain proper education, a lot experiencing family breakdowns and teenage pregnancy. Through working outside, I realized how much important it is to also take good care of people, not only in the able children inside the church, but also embracing the cane side, our brothers and sisters. This is why true parents tells us to become heavenly travel messiahs. And through these experiences, I understand the value of heavenly travel messiah. Because even though you're first gen, or whether you're second gen, or whatever generation you may belong to, we are still all God's children. And heavenly parents doesn't think about whether you're second gen or third gen. He wants to really embrace all of us. And as representative of true parents, of our true mother, we are the only ones who can restore our place in our nation. Even though I still lack in so many ways, but I realize that knowing my identity as a blessed child, as blessed families is not enough. It takes trusting on God's plan, learning to be grateful wherever God may put us, to believe and unite with true parents, and most important is to take action. Because when we do, that's when we can truly understand our true parents' heart. That's when we can truly understand our heavenly parents' heart. And I really believe that with determination, God will really work with us. Because even though there may be dark times or dark moments when we feel buried, we feel like, I think having Chonilguk and peace on earth is an impossible thing, but still, the sun will still rise and the rain will still pour, because God has never given up on us. Even in darkest times, He still tried to give us love. He still tried to give us light and inspiration. He shed His tears for us and kept calling us back. God never gave up on us. That is why, brothers and sisters, let us also not give up on our Heavenly Parent. Even though we may forget Him last week or for a month or 2 years or 10 years, it's never too late. Our true mother is still here with us, pouring every ounce of her strength despite of her old age. I hope that we could really determine ourselves that even in this lifetime that we have, I really determine myself that I can offer something to true mother while she is still here with us. And this is why I know how much our leaders are really doing their best to always keep us inspired, having a lot of meetings and um, planning for the providence, and how much our true mother is continuously working hard for all of us as her children. And I really hope that we could all be the needle that true mother needs, the needle that can soothe or that can solve all the problems in the world. And lastly, I would like to share one of our true parents' words. God, being invisible, cannot do everything as He would want. He needs you. Through you, He will give things to mankind. And through you, He will make the world good. Without you, He can do nothing. So, yes, thank you so much, brothers and sisters. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you very much to our second generation, Miss Ayaka Tokono, for that very beautiful and very moving testimony. We are so moved with your testimony that truly you are a precious daughter of our heavenly parent and true parents, true needle that the true mother is looking for. And with this testimony, again, we can learn a lot, especially for you finding your identity as a second generation. And also because of the great testimony and also with the great experience that you have had with the help of your mother and also with the community. Truly, this is again showing that our heavenly parent and true parents is not sleeping. He's always, they never give up on us. That's why let's not give up our heavenly parent and true parents. And let us help and support each other, especially our young generation, our second generation, our third generation. Truly, they are our future. So with that, then let's say thank you to our second gen Ayaka Okono for that very beautiful and moving testimony tonight. Thank you so much, and Ayaka, for that testimony. With this, then we would like to call our Vice President and our IAYSP President of our Heavenly Asia Pacific to give his reflection and also on the updates of our young people. Let's welcome our Reverend Roni Sudosta.
Good evening to our heavenly parents and true parents. Good evening, President Hori, Dr. Kitel, Dr. Julius, all the leaders, blessed families who are present tonight. Um, I'm still holding my tears. Anyway, but let me share something po before I... Okay, so those who are present with the CheonBo Monday Night Club, before I share my comments to the testimony of Ayaka, let me share some preparations that we are doing in terms of our Heavenly Top Gun. Tonight, in her reflection, we could once again understand how important it is to let our children experience uh, to engage in an experiential learning. Um, these are the timelines that we are following today. I have heard, I said last week po that Heavenly Top Gun, True Mother Expanding Heavenly Top Gun Missionary Training. It's a 1-year missionary training for our young people that is now being expanded to the regional level. And then, following all of these details, on February 23, we are planning to launch our HTG Asia Pacific launching. And then December 1 to January 9 is the starting of the 40-day application period. If you have young people in your community, please, just like what Ayaka experienced and learned how she find her identity, this period is very much important to our young people. And prior to launching of this one, we have so many meetings that has been doing. Today, I had a meeting with the YSP leaders, Blessed Children Department leaders, so that we communicating with them about the policies, the guidelines, and also the directions from the World Mission Headquarters about the Heavenly Top Gun missionary training launching here in Asia Pacific. We had also a regular technical working group meeting with the executive committee of this one. Under joining is our regional president Masaichi Hori and other leaders. We are reporting them about the updates of the preparations and the planning that we are doing for the Heavenly Top Gun missionary training period. Just this week, we have this one every day po meeting for this Heavenly Top Gun. We are rearranging the system, the caring system, the consultation system, the help, and also other things so that this Heavenly Asia Pacific Top Gun missionary training would be a period of transformation for our young people. So please save in your notes. If you have young people, please help them. And if you have people who are more likely would want to have interest to join Heavenly Top Gun, we are gathering all the blessed families, parents, and children who are in high school who might join maybe next year, 2025 or 2026 or 2027 Heavenly Top Gun Asia Pacific Missionary Training. We are gathering them all this December 7 in Zoom. Later po, we'll be sharing the um, we'll be sharing the Zoom link to our parents and also young people here in Asia Pacific for you to know the details that we are doing and the exact one-year program for the HTG Asia Pacific. Yeah, so that's one thing that I want to share to everyone tonight. Yeah, about the testimony of Ayaka, I felt so emotional. It's so hard for me to start my speech tonight. But the story of, an eagle who thinks she's like a chicken, At first, she's more inclined with Catholic faith, and then being able to understand her identity when they move to Antipolo, to be able to have a change of heart, that first determination to understand Heavenly Parents and True Parents' heart, and commit herself to share the principle as to go to the island, house to house, and also right now that she's working in the government. And this reminds me of President Jorge's word about the young people. Maybe not everyone can really engage, can become a missionary like me or like us. There are some who might be called by heaven to share the principle in their campuses or in their community. Tonight, testimony gave us an opportunity, opened our eyes that our second generation is more than capable of sharing the principle in the community, of leading young people outside. They are more than capable to carry the hopes, the dreams, the blessing of our true parents for the community. And before I end, I just want to once again reiterate what Ayaka was mentioning a while ago, the importance of letting our children engage in experiential training, the help of the workshops, the help of the educations, the help of our elders, the help of a healthy community. And just like her, we have actually numbers of second generations who are living alone in their community as the only second generation. And I hope through the power of the workshops, through the power of these trainings, we could once again educate and protect our young second generation. And I felt it's rewarding right now to hear from Ayaka the hours and hours of meeting, planning, and preparing for this workshop. I felt so proud and confident with myself, with our leaders, that until now we are really into the position to, with a heart, to really guide our young people with this training. Thank you so much, Ayaka, and I pray that you will multiply yourself to many of our younger generation and second generations from the other regions right now, from the other cities right now, whom are like you, live a life of being alone, away from the church, or some second generations who are more inclined with Christianity or with Buddhism or with other religion. I pray just like you, many of our second generations can find their identity, and many of our leaders can create lectures to inspire our young people, help their identity to work with the Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Thank you so much for tonight. And I hope that we could be guided by our Heavenly Parents and True Parents, to our regional president who is a second generation himself, to further understand these things. Thank you so much, Ayaka, and to all parents and young people who are listening to our CheonBo Monday Night Club today. Finding your identity is like finding your purpose, and you can truly be happy. 감사합니다. 사랑합니다, everyone, and good evening to all.
Thank you very much, our President Roni, for that reflection and takeaway, and also on the updates on the timeline of our Heavenly Top Gun. So look forward that we can have many coming from our Heavenly Asia Pacific to join in the Heavenly Top Gun. So with that, we'd like to say thank you again. And so we are so blessed, my dear brothers and sisters, for this evening again, that we have our regional president, President Masaichi Huri, who is now with us also in this Zoom. So thank you, President Huri. And we are so happy also that we have many young generations joining us also in this, and also with the Facebook Live together, the other brothers and sisters. Really, this great family evening that we are having it every Monday. So to listen to the special message coming from our regional president, President Masaichi Huri, together, brothers and sisters, let's welcome President Huri on his special message. Let's welcome him.
Okay, good evening, all CheonBo families. And Dr. Kittel, thank you for your participation from United States. It must be early morning, right? Thank you so much. Yeah, once a week, the Monday CheonBo Club is truly amazing. So thank you, Ayaka, for your precious testimony. Yeah, this wonderful sister is a second gen of the second gen of the pride of heaven, who has experienced various faith experiences and many trials. She is one of the hopes of the Philippines who eventually established the life of faith with true parents. When I say second generation, I mean especially, yeah, I said she's second generation, but I mean especially she was born in the, she was born in the 21st century. So it's a different, I was born the 20th century. So already among second gen, already age gap is more than parents and the children. So in terms of age, Ayaka and most of the second gen in Philippines is the is a third generation age group, the future generation. The true mother has great expectations for those age group. So after first gen elders, they were pioneer and frontline missionaries like Dr. Kittel and Mrs. Amara and all the elders. Then for second gen age group, it's actually my age group, but most of the second gen and also the even first gen in my age group, also a very small number compared to elders age group. So after that, the true mother is looking for the youth. This is the third gen age group. So so this is very important because yeah, the country like Korea, Japan, United States, all those countries, once we experience the phenomena, so-called outpouring leaking of the second gen to the society. But now, True Mother try to rewind our entire movement, the centering on the future generation. Then the wish of True Mother is she doesn't want to lose any one of future generation, like second gen era, second gen. So, but in case of for Asia Pacific regions, then still there's not so much the elder second gens compared to Korea or Japan. So if all the CheonBo family and all the breast family truly awaken and truly listen to the True Mother and truly unite with her, and if they truly follow all the blessed family and all the future generation, second gen, third gen, all those children, if they truly follow the way of True Mother, we can avoid that the leaking of the second generation phenomenon. So after first gen, yeah, still many people, I know that many people struggles, but it's just for me, it's just a repeating the same, they just, without knowing, they just following the same, how to say, this same route to leak to the society. So so it's like it is like once the first gen parents, they were pioneer. They poured the new wine with wineskin, but the second gen, but after receive those fresh the holy wine, actually the one thing missing is actually they didn't close the cap. They put the wineskin. So actually the holy wine is leaked. or just without knowing on the back that the wine skin is upside down. So the closing cap is not enough. So continuously the wine just spilled little by little. Then after reaching the after coming back to the home, actually there's no wine skin. So it is such a phenomenon. So, but now so in case of Japan or Korea, actually many people actually already have the bitter experience. So I also some of the survivors of that the massacre, spiritual massacre in our movement. But now I have a hope for Asia Pacific through Hyojonran workshop. If truly we set the solid standard for Hyojonran culture, actually we can show the standard, what is the genuine standard to survive as future generation. And anybody, those who participated Hyojonran workshop can lead other second gen brothers and sisters to that the standard. So yeah, considering on that, the Ayaka suffered from a lot of the loneliness because nobody knows about her situation, and especially the internal struggles, and her suffering. The way of her suffer is typical of the second generation. That's why it sounds like it is like looks like a story of the ugly duck. So so in the family, among the siblings of duck, there's a very ugly one was there. It's like a fairy tale or something. But actually that one, it's actually not a duck. When they grow up, actually that ugly duck himself aware, I'm a not duck. Actually, I'm a swan. So they finally that ugly duck became a beautiful swan. So this is the typical experience of the life of second gen. So it's very difficult to adjust, or difficult to. So for second gen, it's many people doesn't understand their situation, and also they're so difficult to adjust others' culture because the actually they feel actually it's not their own, the original place. So they feel always something the strange. So but for first gen people, they took their own risks and they can be proud of it since they themselves joined the new great providence with their own determination. So their life of faith is very subjective, and definitely they determined to join this movement by themselves. So that first step was a determination to take a step forward to convince a troubled world to the good world as the original the status of the creation. That's why the first generation can endure and overcome all trials, including relationships within the church, as long as they put their faith in heavenly parents and true parents first. So that's why all the parents, the first gen parents, emphasize the life of faith, because the faith is the most important thing to survive. So then, but many of second gen experience their life. It's a little bit different from the second gen experience. Second gen people, they experiences two divided and incompleted world realms from the beginning. So in the beginning, world, it looks from the beginning, world looks like divided. And actually the worst, I mean, the Cain type world and Abel type, but unfortunately, they knows even the Cain type, the Cain side world, the fallen world is wrong, but second gen experiences the church Abel side also not so good. So that situation. And for first gen, they take a risk to change this world. But for second gen, already the entire world is divided to two parts, good one and bad one. But actually good one, the tragedy for second gen is good one, even good one seems not so good. So that's a big challenge. So nowhere to escape. So some second gen try to escape from the reason why some second gen try to escape from the church community is actually they're so struggle, not only for the fallen world part, but also the church part. They can see a lot of the fallen nature and incomplete situation. So actually, the very suffering second gen is actually psychologically, they are very similar with their parents in young age. They want to determine something, but unfortunately, the church, the community, even church community, it's not so, how to say, the looks like the God side. So it's like darker world. I mean, the world seems like gray color and black color. It's a no white place. So for second gen struggle is actually like that. So that situation is similar to that of the Koreans divided into North and South for today. Yeah, North is dictators. So it's not good. Everyone knows that that's not good. But looking at the South also just plain the capitalism society is a very cruel competition, and actually there are very few number of winners and a large number of losers. So still, for Korean people, North and South, the both cannot be the ideal society. So they have to choose one as like ideal society. But actually, it's actually the choice, the compelled choice to choose worse and worse. So actually, it's very messy situation for them. So that's why. So the country of Korea, the birth rate is it's dropping. So I think this is similar to that. So, that's why I truly want to. So all the time I emphasize nowadays, if as parents, if we try to educate them the life of faith, it's better to rephrase our emphasis from the life of faith to the life of Hyojo. So then it's much better. So even true father, even true mother, never satisfy our own our situation. But with parental heart, they never give up. All the time they come back and they embrace all of the breast families and all of humanity. And all the time they set their own indemnity condition by themselves, then open up the new chance to the entire all humanity and all blessed family. So they pay by themselves a big price to save to give another opportunity for all blessed families. Actually, they repeat all the time. So, but actually, that's all the time. The restoration history is actually all the time is a special bonus from heaven. It's not the way. I mean, so we just rely on the we just rely on the mercy by heavenly parents as parents. But actually, without such a true love, limitless love, actually there's no reason to save the fallen human being. So, but so now after the life of the faith, now we entering the Cheonbok era, and we now we became a CheonBo family, and So it's better to transfer our life of faith, standard of life of faith, from the stage of faith to stage of hyojeon. So that is always my recommendation. And also the second in the second generation, we have seen people accuse each other in the name of faith. So the term, the word of faith is for second gen. It looks like the law for the Paul, Saint Paul. So the law, Jewish law, was given by heaven. In the beginning, that was 10 Commandments. So that was actually the salvation and contract with heavenly parents. So if we keep the 10 Commandments, definitely the Jehovah God protect the Israel people, and we can enter the land of Canaan. That kind of promise. But eventually, around the time of Jesus, already the same, like the person, the Saul, later Saint Paul. For him, he's a very passionate Jewish student. Then they truly invest a lot to learn Jewish laws, but he come to understand law. It's impossible to keep all laws because we are sinful. So actually, law, only through the law, actually it's very difficult to liberate us. So law it will be the good foundation, but finally law itself cannot save the people. So that's why the Saint Paul realized the salvation is actually to believe in Jesus, to connect with the love of Jesus. The love is the key for the salvation. So for second gen, why so many second gen complains and also struggle and feel pressure, a lot of pressure by their parents, because all the time the parents emphasize faith. But faith is actually not so much well explained. Because in our tradition, the faith is always the using of the term of faith is actually to push something. Many people use the faith. So it's so the word and concept of faith become very external for second gen. So for second gen, just following life of faith means it's actually similar to that, similar with the Paul, following the law, Jewish law. So so if we truly understand that situation, it's good to introduce the love of true mother. After the Jewish law period, the Saint Paul explained the salvation by Jesus Christ. only through, the believing. What is a believing? The believing is artistic connection with Heavenly Parents and true parent and Jesus Christ. Artistic connection. So in that way, we can touch with the heart of true parents. So to do so, instead using the word faith, it's better to lead them to the hyojong, to develop their hyojong, the filial piety toward heaven. So it's just a different expression, but it's more touchy for future generation. And eventually, I believe that eventually the current young generation doesn't like the established religion, established organization. So, but they truly love the spiritual experiences or artistic experiences or some spiritual awareness, realizations. So actually, what's the point? I think it's similar patterns. And unlike Jewish laws, unlike the life of faith, just comparing the external conditions, all the people actually want to be saved by the heart. So that's why believing Jesus Christ was so important to be Christian, for the Christians, and experiencing the heart of true parents by hyojong culture. Actually, for us, it's very important, and eventually introducing hyojong culture will be the core of witnessing in future. I think this is a big difference between the wilderness course and the Cheonbok era. So for next month, it will be less than 1 month to hold a big event, the CheonBo big CheonBo event at Antipolo. So we invite all people, not only our members but also HTM members and outside people and VIPs, because now is a new era, and let them experience the spiritual grace first. Then eventually we introduce the hyojong, the filial piety toward heaven. Instead making another kind of Jewish people. The following Jewish law is important, but actually to complete the salvation, the law is a good foundation, but law is not enough to reach there. So for today's Ayaka's testimony, everyone, all participants could feel how much Heavenly Parents and true parents, after all, they all protect and they so much they love Ayaka and future generations. So without mention that, but we all feel that. So that's a hyojong culture. So thank you, today's CheonBo Club, And also, yeah, I have more confident now because the her testimony is actually the testified by anybody born in the 21st century. So it's a new era, new people in new era. But still, she could experience the heart of Shimjong, of heavenly parents and true parents, and it was she succeeded to inherit the most precious Shimjong path. So now, also we all of us could have a confidence after listening her testimony. So once again, in the end of this year, now it's 1 month, just 1 month left. So let us stand, let us rise and truly contribute to invite all people to that event, and centering on Philippines in the last moment of the year, just before the Christmas. So it's very still it's very risky considering the date. But this is a great opportunity to offer our all investment and all Johnson to our heavenly parents and true mother. But this is this is offering of this year. So let us offer the big gift for true mother. So that is the role of the second daughter country, and also that's the role of Asia Pacific. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to our regional president, President Masaki again, for that very wonderful and very educational sharing. Yeah, special message to each one of us, especially many of our blessed family, CheonBo victors and parents are here. Truly, this guidance of President Huri is very, very timely as we are raising our second generation in this era of Chunoguk, that we have to raise them up in the era of Hyojong. That's why we are encouraging. Now, this is really the best time for our 21st generation children to learn fully how important Hyojong is towards our heavenly parent and true parents. And also, once again, I pray that in all of us, in all Asia Pacific, let's support this great event that is going to take place representing Asia Pacific, the Philippines, as our greatest event that's going to happen on December 20 to 21 as our best gift for our heavenly parent and true parents to end the year 2024. With that, we'd like to say again, thank you to our regional president, President Masaichi Huri, on his special message. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Now we are going to end and close our meeting by the closing remarks by our WPU president of our Philippines. Let's welcome our Reverend Leo Angelo T. Halo. Let's welcome him with our virtual clap.
Thank you very much, our Dr. Jaime Vergara. Good evening to our President Hori, Dr. and Mrs. Kittle, Reverend Ronnie, Sir Julius, all our beloved leaders from Asia Pacific, CheonBo families, blessed families, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for joining once again our Monday CheonBo Club. Yeah, today was truly very inspiring. Yeah, we are really grateful today to receive very precious guidance from our leaders, from President Hori. Also today, I have a chance to update actually also President Hori with our preparation now in the Philippines, as we will be holding the CheonBo event for Asia Pacific. Actually, this one, but just we are just fortunate to hold in our country, in the Philippines, representing the entire Asia Pacific. Yeah, this time actually we have already around 814 registered participants. Our goal this time is to have 6,000 participants for this event. And President Hori wanted this really make like our really great gift to our beloved True Mother. So I really hope all our leaders, blessed families of entire Asia Pacific can be able to really participate in this event, even via online. So we can all really offer this as our great offering to our beloved True Mother. So yeah, this time po, really we are taking this opportunity. We are really grateful. Actually, we are really deeply grateful in Asia and in the Philippines to have this event. In the Philippines, we are taking this opportunity to really make more stronger and solid foundation, and really having the desire to really welcome True Mother next year in our region in Asia Pacific. So yeah, we are really happy this time. Our church in the Philippines, our movement, we are really daily, almost daily, we are having meeting, different committees, and everything are moving. So even our churches, all our blessed families and members, over 3,200 in the Philippines, we are trying our best to really bring all of them. And then not only our members, as what President Hori said, we are also reaching out again, our HTM, especially our own tribe, our own 43 couples. So, and also our VIPs and our ambassadors for peace, really partnering with the government this time also. Yeah, but most important, President Hori is guiding me a while ago that he mentioned that most important than the event is after the event. So yeah, so this is not just an event. So now we are creating some new things, building up with the government. So not only until the event, but we would like to continue and really build up more closer working relationship together with uh, people outside who really are not our members yet, but really can work together in this one community, one family, Heavenly Parents Holy Community, that really True Parents is really expanding. Our beloved True Mother now is really expanding, reaching out all people so that we can all really come together as one human family. So again, I would like to invite po all our Asia Pacific blessed families and members to join us in this great really event, offering to our beloved True Mother, and really conclude this year 2024 really with a great victory in our hearts, welcoming the year 2025, the entrance ceremony of the Chunil Sanctum and Chunwon next year. So once again, thank you very much. And today, I am really moved actually with our sister Ayaka. Yeah, I think 2-3 times already I could listen from Ayaka's testimony. I think she is really one of our great young second gen of really deep experience, even though she is also only child, only daughter. I could also meet her wonderful, wonderful parents and wonderful grandparents. So I believe Ayaka is truly a great fruit of dedicated ancestors, because I could see her grandparents. I met her grandparents. They are already CheonBo, as Ayaka mentioned. They've been working hard in their place in Masbate. That's a small island in, yeah, I think part of still Bicol area, Bicol region area. That but it's just a small island. So their family have been working actually hard there, and really blessing many people in their area. So yeah, I think Ayaka, not only her, that's why maybe Ayaka also has this kind of heart and truly really great dedication, because of, yeah, her parents and her grandparents who have been continuously dedicating until now. So yeah, so President Hori said, really, if we can really raise up really well our second generation this time, with this kind of heart, and really with the culture of Hyojong, truly Heavenly Parents really ultimate dream and long longing to really realize really that one family can be realized and can be accomplished. So we can really see great hope. Despite many challenges at this time, also in our country, in the Philippines. Yeah, but I think really heaven is really preparing everything and truly cleansing up. I think this is really the thing here. That's why also I feel the great importance of our event that will going to happen in the Philippines, representing the entire Asia Pacific. So I really hope that we can really work together and really, as we see the great hope among our second generations, let's really dedicate continuously and expand more, many more. Thus families can really become CheonBo families and truly together offer great victory for our beloved true mother. So once again, thank you very much po, and have a great evening to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you to our national leader of our FFWP of Philippines, our Reverend Angelo Ihalog, for the closing remarks. Yes, let's support for this big event, not only for Philippines, that is for Asia Pacific, as we always believe, if there is unity, there is always a miracle. So if we can unite and fully support this big event, then miracles can happen, not only for this country, Philippines, not only for our family, but for the whole Asia Pacific Jew. So thank you, our national leader, Reverend Leon. Hello. Now we would like to go into the quick announcement that we would like to post to you as we are almost to end this month of November. And these are important announcements that we would like to remind each and every one of us. Number one is this announcement on, yes, of course, we have only less than a month to go before December 2021. As we would like to encourage everyone to please invite and also register so that with this, then you are going to be accounted on this. And this is how are we going to register this coming CheonBo event here in the Philippines, but it's for Asia Pacific. And so we have the registration link here, and also we have the QR code. And so the registration deadline will be on December 15, 2024. That's why we would like to encourage again all our CheonBo coordinators how to do this registration process, and kindly submit this required form, and also to other our leaders and the Excel file to Reverend Prasert on or before the deadline, especially on the participation of our Heaven Asia Pacific members all over Asia. And please, again, we look forward for your participation in this special event, and best regard to Asia Pacific CheonBo branch. So thank you. And we would like also to have, again, the upcoming Blessed Family Education Ministry that is going to happen this coming December 1. And we'd like again to call our attorney, Yo Kwai Ping, to give us again more short details on this, because we have only very limited days, and we would like to encourage all the participants, Blessed families, CheonBo families, to be a part of this Blessed Family Education Ministry. So let's welcome our Miss Kwai Ping for more announcement of this special event.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Reverend Amy, and all our precious leaders. Thank you for coming. I'm coming again to make a final announcement on this coming Sunday BFEM series. Actually, I was moved by our effort by all our leaders here. I can see them trying to promote and send to all the respective groups, chat group, to encourage all the participant parents, leaders to join this. So, and especially I want to thank Mrs. Duse for sending the brochure to each and every national leader to convey how much our President Hori emphasized on the importance of BFEM series. And I hope that it really resonates well, and we can have a good response from all the leaders. As far as the response, until today, we have only 35 registered participants, and still far from our prepared goal. And I hope that this coming series, this is to cater for teenage parents, meaning parenting, how we can parent, have a good parenting style towards our teenage children. And this is the time that most of us facing challenge in raising up our children who are within this group, this age group. So we really hope that all the leaders, bless families, educators, pastors to really take this opportunity to join. And this will be the final series of this year. So our three esteemed speakers have prepared months for this series. Our first lecturer will be our Dr. Allen. He will be sharing on the parenting to teenagers and what kind of a style, what kind of attitude a parent should adopt in dealing with a growing age or the teenage children. And then the second lecturer will be our Reverend Simon Pang, national leader from Hong Kong. He will be sharing about how to educate our children since young to have a firm life of faith as a foundation for blessing. So when the children achieving the age of 12 to 18, then they will be naturally understand and so prepared to go into blessing as their eternal path. So the third lecturer will be our former national leader from Singapore, Sister Lei Kian. She will be sharing on the beauty of the Holy Community, which will be sharing about how Holy Community can help to nurture and prepare a good environment for our teenage children to grow with some real life experience as testimony from the Singapore community. And then we also have esteemed panels Q&A session where our Vice President Dr. Julius will be also joining as one of the panel speaker, and our sister Renette Pang and also our Mrs. Teresita Jumawan. They all will be sitting as a panel speaker to answer Q&A to all the parents that have any question relating on the challenges in raising up teenage children. So a lot of activities and preparation behind this series, and I really hope that let's really take this opportunity to learn. As True Mother always say that if we stop learning, meaning we are stop growing. So no matter how many years of marriage we have, let's continue to grow ourselves, become maturing as a better parents. So let's sign up. If you haven't sign up yet, please continue. And our registration is still open until the day before our event. So please continue. And I really hope that all the national leaders, all the HDM leaders and all the educators and BFD leaders, anyone that dealing with education, please take this opportunity to join. And I'm sure that all of you will have a good learning and also benefited from this program. Thank you so much. And I hope to see everyone on this coming Sunday. Thank you.
Continue to encourage all our blessed families and brothers and sisters to join in this very important education for our blessed family all over Asia Pacific and even our second generation. So with that, so thank you. And now another announcement, of course, our daily Chongshimwan midnight prayer. So we'd like to encourage again everyone, brothers and sisters, to be a part of this very important internal condition as we are preparing for the big event this coming December 2021 and also in the year 2024 and also for April 2025. So thank you, and we would like to conclude by saying thank you and everyone, and we look forward to seeing you again by next week for another wonderful testimony coming from another second generation that is going to give his testimony, Mr. Myong Degamo, December 2024. So thank you. And now we'd like to invite our second generation, Miss Mayong Shin Gavaran, for the closing prayer. Let's invite Mayong Shin for the closing prayer.
Okay. Let's close our eyes, bow our head, and feel the presence of our Heavenly Parent and true parents. To our most beloved Heavenly Parent and victorious true parents of heaven, earth, and humankind, thank you so much for this precious opportunity to gather as one, united with our leaders, CheonBo victors, CheonBo challengers, blessed families, and beloved brothers and sisters. Tonight, we receive an inspiring testimony from our sister Ayaka Tukuno, who shared her journey of finding her identity as second generation, deepening her life of faith and fulfilling her mission to serve you, Heavenly Parent and true parent. May her words guide us we move forward, renewing our commitment to fulfill your dream and your desire that can really support our dear leaders and our beloved true mother. Heavenly Parent, we pray that we can all unite as one to testify our beloved true parents, our true mother, and make us your instrument to share your words and your guidance to others. Forgive us, Heavenly Parents, for all of our sins, shortcomings, and limitations we have. May that we can overcome all the challenges and circumstances that we have and to stand as your children and represent this generation to build an ideal community that we can really offer to you, our Heavenly Parent. Once again, thank you so much, Heavenly Parent and true parents. We love you so much. And this, I humbly offer this prayer and report on behalf of my brothers and sisters in my name, Miyang Shingawaran, second generation member of Blessed Central Family.
Achu, Achu, Achu. Thank you, Mayong Shin, for that beautiful prayer. And so we would like to express again our thanks and our gratitude first to say thank you to our Heavenly Parent by offering our bow, Chunji and Champo Ke Yombe Baro. And also let us express our gratitude to everyone attending in our Zoom here in our 135 special CheonBo Families meeting. To our President Masachi Huri, thank you, President Huri, for joining with us. Of course, to our regional, our 21 chairman, Dr. and Mrs. Robert and Tita Tricia Kittle, with all our great leaders, brothers and sisters. Thank you. And now let us open our camera for this commemorative photo. Please open your camera and we will shout and everybody say Aboji. And everybody say Omoni. And for Vision 2025, Suni, victory of the Asia Pacific CheonBo Great Event is coming December 2021. Suni. Thank you so much. God bless us all. And please take care. And we look forward to see you again by next Monday. 감사합니다. 감사합니다. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ayapa, for your testimony. God bless us all.